If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and hit the notification bell. I post a new Tom Brady video every day.
I was joking with you guys when we were having this conversation before Tom Brady announced his retirement about the fact that when you sit at home, and I've seen him over the last several days talk about, I'm focused on my businesses, TB12. I've been seeing interviews. Now this comes out. Like, you have a lot of free time. And Key, just like you said, the training regimen, the way your brain is programmed to stay in its regimen each and every day. This is what you do. This is how your body stays at top shape. This is how your mind stays at top shape. It's hard just to turn that faucet off when it's been running high for so long.
Brady says he plans to make the most of any opportunities that present themselves moving forward, and he did not completely rule out returning to football at some point in the future.
You never say never. And, at the same time, I know that I feel very good about my decision. So I don't know how it feels 6 months from now. Change, it most likely won't.
First of all, he hasn't said he's retired. So I do think that the door is slightly open.
Do you guys hear the operative word in that entire sentence, the phrase? Because what I heard, the thing that jumped out to me is, I love playing. He did not put it in the past tense. He kept it in the present tense. And the one thing I've wondered about, I have no problem with his honest answer. This is what he's doing right now. He's not going to corner himself by saying, I am definitely retired forever. Da, da, da. How do you know? But today you're retired, and that's how you're feeling right now. And he's leaving the room for him in the future to see how he's feeling then. That's a mature way to go about it. But when I hear, I love playing, I've always wondered, when he talked about his family and how much they sacrifice for him and he's got to give back to them, to me there is a difference between saying, damn, I'm missing it with my family. That pull is now stronger than NFL football. I got to be with my family. That's different than saying, my family really is telling me they need me. And so now I have to sacrifice this thing that I love doing for that. Two different things. I wonder if it was the latter with him, where he was like, I still really want to play this game.
Of course.
But I'm being told by the people I love they need me around. That's very different than like, I still want to play this game, but I can't miss that anymore. And the way he says, I love playing football in the present tense, maybe I'm reading into it because he just retired, has me thinking, he thinks of himself as still loving it.
Especially if it's a situation where it's a system he knows. I could see him going back to New England if they were late into the season. Well, this is what I'm saying is late into the season. Mac Jones gets hurt. It's the same offensive system. He can step in. I mean, there's another great scene for your movie. Maybe it's in Las Vegas with Josh McDaniels. If they push to a playoff run, we saw Derek Carr get hurt, late in the season one year, and they didn't have any good answers. But he's going to watch a lot of bad quarterback play next year and realize he's better than a bunch of those guys who are playing, and he's going to be rested. And who knows? He can come back out and do something that nobody else has done, is be a substitute late ad Super Bowl winner.
There's so much left there. Like, I'm Mr. Cliff, and I'm saying it's obvious there's a lot left there. I think he understands that too.
Well, there's no way that Tom's not going to stop training. Like, he's going to train. This is who Tom Brady is. So as long as he trains and his body, that's why Keith said, get out of shape. As long as he trains and his body is there,
get out of shape, man.
Coming off the season he just came off with, he's always going to have that looming thought.
He's played football for 30 plus years, and he's still playing it at a high level. His body's in great shape, and he's retiring reluctantly. He probably looks at what Tampa Bay has in terms of free agency and how difficult a mountain it would be to climb to get back to where they were. And this is a good time to step away. He's got a lot of pressure, it seems like, from home to step away as well. But if he continues to take care of himself the same way, which it looks like he will, and you get into the season, and then late in the season especially, somebody goes down and they need Tom, I could see Tom considering it.
I think that he'll be retired when he submits his retirement papers to the league office.
I always thought the key for him would be, at the moment he feels like, I don't know if I can do this anymore physically. This is no longer my choice. Now nature's making it. That's when you really find out if he's done. That's when you find out if someone's like, okay, I'm done, or I want to still do this while I have the chance. Because if you still feel like you have runway, you can play with that. But if you feel like it's now or never, we'll see if Brady feels at the moment where it's now or never if he's still retired.
Tom Brady, you could argue, was the most valuable player this year. Aaron Rodgers will win it, but you could make an argument that he's the MVP.
And it's certainly not that I can't play or continue to play, but I think there's an important choice for me to make, and I think the choice is, everything certainly comes at a cost. And the cost is, what am I missing out on other aspects of my life, and things that are, as you get older, you experience things that are outside of the sport that demand a level of attention and energy that football has always gotten. And, it's time for me to commit to those types of things.
So I think it is more likely that Tom Brady still has the fire that he can still do it and will come back. Will he play 17 games, 20 games in the playoffs? Maybe not. Could I see him coming back in the middle of the season, at the end of the season, when he's like, you know what? This itch, I still have it. That's what made me the best. Yes, I think it's more likely than not that he comes back.
Exactly 1 year ago today, Brady led the Bucs to a historic Super Bowl win in Raymond James Stadium. Brady says that victory is just one of the many memories he will take with him during his next step.